Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Man, there's a lot of fights coming up, man, so I just want to take time to share this with y'all. I'm about to bounce. But anyway, like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Leave that donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. So this coming weekend, man, they got a big ass fight. Big ass fight coming up, man, with Edgar Berlanga, Canelo Alvarez. My boxing mind says Canelo beats him. Easy. Knocks him out. But my spidey senses tell me Edgar Berlanga gonna shock the world. And hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Remember, just as a guy who kind of have a little understanding of the sport, Canelo, too much experience, too much IQ. But I just have a feeling Berlanga's going to win. If you've been following the videos, you know I feel Berlanga's just going to, with him, his preparation, that Mimo Heredia, I think there's going to be some speed that we've never seen. There's going to be some power we've never seen. There's going to be some grit we've never seen. There's going to be some punch resistance we've never seen. And we're going to see Canelo on that back foot because I think Berlanga's going to get his respect early. And Canelo going to say, holy shit, this guy is big and strong. Kind of like Devin Haney after he fought Ryan was like, I never been hit like that. I never felt nothing like that. It's just me. I don't mind being wrong. But if you really saying, yo man, Hood, why do you keep saying that? I'm gonna tell you, it's not because of. It has a little bit to do with Edgar Berlanga being bigger, longer. Maybe he hits harder. I don't know. But the bigger, longer, and all that. But it's what I know Mimo Heredia can do for a fighter. I place a lot of value in that. And I just think with Mimo Heredia's approach to strength and conditioning, with that machine he has in front of him, Edgar Berlanga, I just think, man, that fight is going to be, people going to be shocked. Anyway, big fight coming up this weekend. Can't wait to watch it. Then you got Arizona Lara and Danny Garcia fighting on the undercard as well. You got Caleb Plant also fighting on the undercard. But this Arizona Lara and Danny Garcia, listen, I don't even want to watch that. I'll be honest with you. And, I love boxing. Some of y'all may want to watch it. For what? Danny Garcia is just out here grabbing a little easy money. Lara is just out here, man. He just hanging around, holding on, sheep herding his goddamn title. It's ridiculous. But they're going to fight battle of the goddamn Vicks vapor rubs. And we'll see how that goes. I think Lara knocks him out. Long, big left hand, fast, smart. Danny Garcia's been inactive. I think he's going to show. And basically, everyone's going to be saying he needs to retire, just like Daniel Jacobs came out here against Shane Mosley Jr. just for the paycheck, and it showed, and he needs to never get in the ring again. Jaime Munguia, Bazignan, good fight. I got Munguia at second face on September 20th. I got Munguia winning. I just think Munguia's got everything it takes, man, to come out here and really dominate at 168. I don't think the Canelo fight took that much out of him. Canelo actually had an opportunity to take a pound of flesh out of Jaime Munguia's Tijuana's ass, but he chose not to because fellow countryman, and I don't think he wanted to ruin his career and embarrass him in front of his family. Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois takes place the day after. This is one of them toss-up fights, man. I think Joshua knocks him out cold, tranquilizes him. I think he finally puts old goddamn Sesame Street Daniel Dubois to rest. But you just watch the headbutts. Daniel Dubois is going to headbutt the shit out of Anthony Joshua. He may even get disqualified. Matter of fact, I think Eddie Hearn is going to get pissed off at the headbutts that are taking place. Can Daniel Dubois hurt AJ? Can he beat AJ? I think he's too slow. Can he hurt him? Hell yeah. I think he's too slow to get them shots off on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, man, is real nimble, he's agile, he's fast, he's explosive, and he's got the secret weapon, Ben Davison. I think Dubois is there to get hit. I don't think his head movement's improved. He's too stiff, too robotic. He's one step away from being a fucking mannequin. So anyone thinking Dubois is going to get in there and develop fancy feet and clip Anthony Joshua, to that I say, in the most respectful way, that you'll hold your horses and let's not take it to the stupid. Unless Dubois can get in there and start landing what my boy told me is called the Manchester Kiss, which is that big-ass milk dud head of his on Anthony Joshua's face. I don't think Dubois stands a chance. But could be wrong. Have no problem coming out here saying Hood champion took it to the stupid. I had a bowl of dumbass for breakfast. And my predictions about Dubois losing if he beats AJ. Then you got Boatsy against Hutchinson. Good fight, man. Boatsy, Hutchinson, man. Look, UK fighters, man. Boatsy just, I don't know what his story is, man. I would think that he would already be over here fighting in the States. But to be honest, it seems all the money seems to be out there in the UK and Saudi. And Boatsy's just going to do what's best for his career. But against Hutchinson, I don't think Boatsy's going to have too many issues. But it's a tough fight. But again, I can't really drill down deep off the top of my head about these two. Because outside of the little bit of, you see about him on social media and a couple of videos of fights I've seen of Boatsy, it's hard for me to really come out here and say if he's the next best thing in his weight division. I don't know. But I think he needs a more notable name. And all these guys who are over there in the UK, at some point, man, look, you got to get a notable name to help with your profile. And of course, fighting local, look, that's great for these fighters, in these domestic rivalries and disputes. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in the UK. But if you look at, like, for example, a guy like a Boots Ennis and Norman Jr., their profile will be raised even more if the two of them end up fighting Blair Cobb. You may say, Blair Cobb, you may think he's a joke, but Blair Cobb's got a name. So that's what I'm saying. They need some kind of name to attach to themselves to help elevate and bubble them up, as far as bubble up their profiles. Then you got Denny against Shiraz. I think Shiraz beats everybody. Something about that jab and right hand. I'm telling you, Shiraz got power. And they're talking about bringing him to the States for a big fight if he can get past Tyler Denny. So I'm going to be watching that fight. It's on the 21st, but I got Shiraz winning. Baumgardner, Delphine Pearson. I mean, let's see how Baumgardner looks. She's coming back after testing positive for the cocktail. That whole thing went away. That was another one of Eddie Hearn's fighters. Shit with Peds and everything in Eddie Hearn have become synonymous, right? So somehow all that's got brushed underneath the carpet. It's amazing how that works when you got money. But anyway, hopefully she was always clean. You can look at her from a little girl. She's always been very muscular and athletic. But the bottom line, she tested positive for some shit. And the same way we're going to hold Gerald Big Baby Miller accountable, Tyson Fury accountable, Conor Ben accountable, even Ryan Garcia's ass accountable. With Baumgardner, got to say the same thing. And I don't want to hear no excuses for her either. All these guys who test positive, got to hold them all accountable, man. Whether they're doing drugs, doing PEDs, or whatever they're doing. They all, to me, fall in the same goddamn bucket. But we'll see if she's the real deal, because she should come out and get a knockout, right? Just like Conor Ben was clipping people, now he can't knock nobody out. She's been clipping people. She should come and get a knockout, right? So I'm going to be waiting to see how she performs on the 27th. But, nonetheless, I still got her winning that fight. Sandy Ryan, Michaela Mayer, I got Mayer winning that fight. Nick Ball, Ronnie Rios, good fight. Nick Ball dodged the bullet in his last fight, got a gift decision.
Unknown caller.
I got to take that call, but I'll do it after I finish this video. Nick Ball, Ronnie Rios. Nick Ball dodged the bullet in his last fight. Nick Ball's very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate to get that win over Ford. They robbed Ford. But they robbed Nick Ball the fight before that. So it is what it is. But Nick Ball made some good money against Ray Ford. So I don't know what kind of money he's making against Ronnie Rios on the 5th of October. But Nick Ball, Ronnie Rios, fight's taking place. I don't know who wins that fight. I think Ray Ford may have taken a pound of flesh out of Nick Ball, because Nick Ball got the shit beat out of him. Bertobiev, Bivol, hey, look, I don't know what direction to go, because Bivol can scrap. He can box, and he can do that from the first second of the first round to the last second of the last round. But Bertobiev is a machine. He's a machine for a reason. But if Bertobiev is truly slowing down and becoming broken from the hard training regimen that he puts himself through, then Bivol may have a chance and Bertobiev may lose. But I'm kind of going with Bertobiev. But I mean, Bivol can fight, man. I mean, that's a hard one to call, but I'm leaning towards Bertobiev. Shakur Stevenson, Joe Cordina. I think this is a hard fight for Shakur Stevenson, taking place on the 12th, man. And I just is headlining a pay-per-view card. That's another thing for him to worry about. But I just think that Joe Cordina fight. I just think this Eddie Hearn put him in a hard fight. I think it could be a borderline suicide mission. Because Joe Cordina, You can say, oh, he just lost to Kakasi and all that. No, I understand. Shakur Stevenson, a master boxer, brilliant mind. I'm giving Shakur all the credit in the world, but I'm also giving Ben Davison all the credit in the world to take a guy like Joe Cordina, who has a bazooka right hand, and Shakur Stevenson, who's a southpaw, a converted southpaw, right? He's really right-handed, but he fights southpaw, so there ain't no power in that left hand. For Cordina to be able to get that right hand off on the southpaw, and I just think that's going to be horrible for Shakur Stevenson. And you can say, well, hood champion, here you go again, man. Always going against the what your common logic tells us, right? Just like you're going against Canelo with Berlanga. No, what I'm telling you is Ben Davison with Anthony Joshua. Set that man up to clip the southpaw with the big bazooka right hand, to catch and shoot. So Anthony Joshua fighting goddamn Usyk. I just think Ben Davison has a good grasp on what needs to be done to clip a southpaw. And I think he's bringing all that in the ring with him, in the training camp with him, and he's imparting all that wisdom to Joe Cordina. And I think people are underestimating Cordina because he lost his last fight. And I just don't think they should do that. And for Shakur Stevenson, I think Eddie Hearn has set that man up. It's sink or swim is what he's done to him. And if he clips Cordina, Shakur Stevenson's out of here. Could go on to be the next big superstar. If he loses, better learn how to goddamn swim, because Eddie Hearn will kick him off the goddamn matchroom boat. Fabio Wardley, Fraser Clark too. I don't have nothing to say except make sure y'all have some popcorn, and I hope they have paramedics nearby, because somebody gonna die in that fight. If y'all didn't see the first fight, go watch that shit. In this corner, you got mashup. In this corner, you got crash up. And when they came together, you had an ultimate mashup crash up. That shit was crazy. If you haven't seen Wardley versus Clark, you need to see this rematch. That shit was what you call the hood champion mashup crash up. Must see TV. Somebody will die. And I will not miss that fight taking place on the 12th of October. Inoue, that's Naoya's brother, and Sumi, I don't know much about him, I'm not going to lie. Nakatani and Chitpatana, that last name is bugged out, man. But I got Nakatani winning that fight, man. I don't know much about Chitpatana, sore Chitpatana, but I got Nakatani winning that fight, man. Nakatani, they're trying to set him up with Inoue anyway. So that being said, man, pretty interesting schedule coming up. Out of all of these fights, the one I'm the most, let me see, what am I the most interested in? That Berlanga Canelo. That Shakur Stevenson Cordina. Yeah, Canelo Berlanga, Bertabia Bivol, and Shakur Cordina. But the one I really want to see is Wardley Clark. I can't wait to see that shit. But that being said, y'all keep cool. Make sure y'all make a mental note of this. I'm going running now in the breeze.